lesson 6. Today we're going to build on everything we've done but introduce a brand new technique. A technique that I cannot take credit for. It's not my technique, but it's a technique that I've learned from my teachers. As I mentioned in previous videos, my recent playing, as in the last 5-10 years or whatever, has been very, very heavily inspired by techniques that I've learned from Suzano and Sérgio Krakowski, and other players, but those two amazing players in particular. Had the pleasure of meeting them and having them bless my drum with their autograph. But really, really giving, generous, fantastic teachers who have shared with so many Pandeiro players this revolutionary kind of way of playing the instrument that allows us to voice limitless rhythms that we might have in mind and articulate them on the drum without any technical difficulties. Now, to explain a little about what I mean by that, the technique that I've been mentioning throughout these videos so far is a tipping motion, right? Where we are creating a relationship between the bottom part of the hand and the top part of the hand. In theory, if I wanted to play any sound, so for example, if I wanted to play a slap sound, but it didn't fall on the odd number. So for example, if I wanted to start a rhythm like this, what happens if I want to play 2 slaps? I don't always want to go, because it then creates, it sort of like offsets the rest of my like template, if you like, underneath, like my ruler that I've got going of this flow. If I want to do 2 sounds that are the same, one after another, how does that work in this technique? So for example, if I wanted to do 2 tones together, can you see straight away it breaks the circuit, if you like, it resets this, and it's going to create unusual rhythms, which is fine. So I'm going to give an example of this with a pattern that I used to play a lot, and actually just tweaked it a little bit with this technique, and it made me be able to play it loads faster and lighter and made it more enjoyable. So that pattern I'm going to show you is this. Which I'm actually going to break down in the final video, but I'm just explaining the technique in this lesson so that you can then enjoy the next lesson. So what I'm doing there is, rather than playing, okay, I've got tone, slap tone, 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 and always doing a tone with my thumb, which is a nice way to play as well. If I wanted to do 2 tones together, I can actually use the top part of my hand so that I don't break the flow of the rhythm, like this. Oh, I can do a tone with my fingers. What? Yes, you can. So first thing to practice is this. Tone with the thumb, then tone with the fingers. To get that sound, again, you're using the weight of your hand almost like it's a beater, almost. And a slight flick of the hand into the drum. If you're right on the edge, you're just going to get the jingles. If you're in the middle, you're going to get some other sound that not many people use. And if you relax and let it come off in the same way that you do with your thumb tone, you're going to get a bass sound. So for this lesson, that's the only thing I'm going to pass, is that technique of using both sides of the hand to do a tone. That's honestly going to be revolutionary for many of us. It was for me. So we're going to practice a little phrase going thumb, finger, thumb, finger, thumb, finger, thumb, finger, thumb, like this. And then the next time we'd start on the opposite side, right? On the fingers. Initially, that might sound like this. Until you find that tone. So just playing around with just that sound is today's lesson. That is literally all I'm going to pass to you today. Try those little rolls. And then in our last lesson of this little mini course tomorrow, we're going to look at applying that rhythm to a samba groove that I played earlier and how to break that down. Okay? Enjoy! Go and practice.